The next speaker, Dr. Mona Lisa Saha. I think you need to go to that one.
Good morning to all. I'll be presenting my topic, knowledge, attitude and practice among parents of children with amblyopia and providing them relevant education. It is a cross-sectional study. So as we know, amblyopia is one of the major causes of visual impairment in the younger population of the world. It is defined as reduction of visual acuity in one or both eyes below 6 by 12 or a difference of 2 Shannon lines between two eyes with absence of any ocular abnormality that does not improve by refraction. The prevalence of amblyopia ranges from 0.8 to 3.3% in India and 1.75% worldwide. So our aim was to assess parents' knowledge and perceptions and educate them about amblyopia. So as we know, relevance is very important in today's world. Due to social media, we are aware of many diseases, but we wanted to know whether parents of today's children, do they know about the term amblyopia? So our primary objective was to estimate parents' knowledge about amblyopia and its effects on their child's development and to fill up the gaps in their concepts. So this is a cross-sectional questionnaire-based study done in the Department of Pediatrics and Squint Services. Ethical committee clearance was taken. So at the outset, children who visited the pediatric ophthalmology OPD for any kind of eye problems were examined, and only those children who were diagnosed as amblyopes for the first time, their parents were enrolled for the study. Then they were given a validated questionnaire and their answers were recorded. After that, a simplistic video was shown to them and the same questionnaire was repeated again. Then a statistical analysis was done. So we expected that there will be a gap in the concepts regarding amblyopia. Total participants were 61, 27 were fathers and 34 were mothers. So this is an example of what are the questions that we asked. So knowledge questions were, do you know about the term amblyopia? So before the video, we can see a significant difference here. After showing the video, some or the other concept had gone into their minds, so they could answer at least one of the options. Next, we asked, what is amblyopia? Then we asked, what are the causes of amblyopia? What are the symptoms of amblyopia? What are the risk factors of a child to develop amblyopia? What are the complications of not treating amblyopia? What are the methods of treating amblyopia? Where do you get your information about amblyopia? So as we could significantly see, the response was poor before the video and they could answer some answers after showing the video. Attitude questions were, in your opinion, when is it necessary to take your child for an ophthalmology visit? Do you think you can prevent your child from going blind by taking the treatment early? The practice questions were, is amblyopia reversible by treatment? Have you heard of any treatment options? If yes, which treatment option have you heard of? Till what age amblyopia can be treated? And one very significant question was given, amblyopia treatment options may require you to spend some time with your child. Are you willing to spend time if treatment is suggested? So in our video, we showed them very simplistically that by 8 years of age, we can reverse it. After that, if you bring the child to the ophthalmologist, it will be difficult. So this is based on all these studies. Senthil Kumar et al. Did a study in Tamil Nadu which showed that the parents were aware of refractive errors, squint, cataract, but not amblyopia in their children. Karlika et al. In Croatia did a study and reported that no significant difference was there in the treatment success due to improvement in the knowledge. Beshek et al. reported 20% having adequate knowledge, and another study reported that some parents had some basic knowledge. So as we know, as we saw before the video, the knowledge was 10%, causes 14%, symptoms 18%, which significantly increased, and we can see here that the p-value is less than 0.001. So amblyopia is an easily treatable condition in children if the parents have some knowledge about the significance of early diagnosis, management and compliance to the therapy. In our study, we have found that there are gaps in the existing knowledge among the parents which we tried to fill by using a simplistic video counseling that resulted in improvement in their knowledge, attitude and practice. Thank you.
What age did you tell we can revert amblyopia?
Ma'am, we enrolled all the children between 5 to 15 years age who got diagnosed for the first time, ma'am. And we made the parents aware that till 8 years we can still try with the help of newer modalities to help your child. And we gave them a practical knowledge about it and the true picture about what we can do. and
What do you do
cannot
for managing amblyopia?
Ma'am, we told them that if they bring their child and we find that there is a significant refractive error, we have to correct the refractive error. If there is significant cataract, we have to take the child for surgery. Then we also told them that it is reversible. So if there is another sibling or if anybody is there around, if any relative has, then they should.
I would like to have a to-the-point answer. What do you do for treating amblyopia?
Ma'am,
That's probably not the scope of her study. That's not the scope of her study. Let me ask something else. So your primary outcome was knowledge to the parents, isn't it? But was there any secondary outcome related to the treatment of amblyopia or the vision?
No, sir, the study is still ongoing. We have studied only 61 children.
No, that's only for the parents' education.
Parents'
The
education.
secondary outcome measures are not there, like
Secondary
visual
outcome
acuity
measures
improvement
we
and
have
things
not
like
been able
that.
to follow yet, sir.
One
Study
more
period
thing
was
you
only.
have to correct is even adult amblyopia is treatable. So you are saying 8, so that is wrong. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you so much.